Picture this: the Jordan River parts, and a multitude of people begins to cross. A moment of biblical magnitude, a testament to their faith and the promise of a divine covenant. This was no ordinary river crossing. The Jordan River, in full flood, had become an unexpected obstacle on the journey to the Promised Land. But this was a people who had seen miracles before. They had faith, and they had Joshua. Joshua, a man of unwavering faith, stepped into Moses' shoes without missing a beat. He was a leader, chosen by God, to guide the Israelites into the land promised to their forefathers. Joshua, the son of Nun, had the enormous task of leading an entire nation across a river, but not just any river, the Jordan at flood stage. Yet the divine hand was at work. As the priests carrying the Ark of the Covenant stepped into the water's edge, something miraculous happened. The waters upstream stopped flowing. It stood still, rising in a heap, while the water flowing downstream was completely cut off. The Israelites watched in awe as a path opened up through the river, a dry path, through the midst of the Jordan. The people began to cross, men, women, children, their livestock, all making their way across the riverbed. The priests, bearing the ark, stood firm on dry ground in the middle of the Jordan until every last one of the Israelites had crossed over. This wasn't just a river crossing. This was a divine sign, a miracle that signaled the beginning of their conquest. It was a testament to their faith and the promise of a divine covenant, a powerful reminder that they were not alone. God was with them, as he had been with Moses, and now he was with Joshua. And so they crossed, stepping into a destiny penned by the divine, led by Joshua, their new leader. Now, the mantle of leadership rested on Joshua's shoulders, a task both daunting and divine. Picture this: Moses, the chosen servant of God, had passed, leaving a void that seemed impossible to fill. Yet Joshua, son of Nun, found courage in his faith, stepping forward to take up the mantle. He was not a seasoned leader, nor was he a prophet like Moses, but he was a man of unwavering faith and fierce determination. He was a man who trusted in God's promises, a man who dared to lead a nation into a future filled with uncertainties. His words were simple, yet profound. "Arise, go over this Jordan, thou and all this people." He rallied the Israelites, not with grand speeches, but with his quiet strength and steadfast belief in God's promises. With strength and resolve, Joshua accepted his divine calling, promising to lead the Israelites into the Promised Land. Before them stood Jericho, a city fortified, a challenge decreed. But they were not alone, for divine power was on their side. The Battle of Jericho wasn't just a physical confrontation, it was a spiritual one, a testament to the power of faith and obedience. Joshua, the newly minted leader of the Israelites, had been given a divine strategy from God himself. No battering rams, no siege towers, just a simple plan that required an immense amount of faith. For 6 days, the Israelites were to march around the city once each day, their priests bearing the Ark of the Covenant, the physical symbol of God's presence. 7 priests were to blow trumpets of ram's horns in front of the Ark. On the 7th day, the grand finale was set. The Israelites were to march around Jericho 7 times. At the end of the 7th round, when the priests blew the trumpets, all the people were to give a great shout. It was a plan that defied conventional military tactics. It was a plan that required trust, not in the strength of their arms, but in the power of their God. And when the day came, the Israelites did as they were told. They marched, they blew the trumpets, and they shouted. And in that moment, something extraordinary happened. The walls of Jericho, once thought to be impenetrable, crumbled down, not by the might of a great army, but by the power of a great God. The Battle of Jericho serves as a remarkable testament to the power of faith and obedience. It reminds us that no matter how insurmountable our challenges may seem, with faith in the divine and obedience to His will, nothing is impossible. And so, Jericho fell, not by the might of man, but by the power of the divine. A city once fortified, reduced to rubble, a testament to the power of faith and obedience, a symbol of divine intervention in the lives of those who trust and obey. Opening. Yet, even in victory, sin found its way into the camp, leading to defeat and despair. As Israel reveled in their victory at Jericho, a dark cloud began to form. A man named Achan, unable to resist the allure of forbidden spoils, committed a sin that would ripple through the camp. Ignorant of Achan's transgression, the Israelites marched on Ai, confident and unsuspecting. But their assured victory turned into a crushing defeat, a manifestation of God's displeasure. In the wake of this setback, Joshua sought answers, and the truth of Achan's sin was revealed. His punishment was severe, a harrowing reminder of the cost of disobedience. Yet this dark chapter led to a period of reflection and repentance, a cleansing of the soul for the Israelites. Achan's sin served as a stark lesson, and in their repentance, they found redemption. Closing. In repentance, they found redemption, a testament to the mercy and grace of the divine. With lessons learned and hearts humbled, they renewed their covenant, pledging once again to follow the divine command. The Israelites, under the steadfast leadership of Joshua, were determined to honor their commitment to the Lord. This renewal was more than a mere promise. It was a sacred vow, a pledge of allegiance that bound them to their divine mission. With their hearts set on the divine, their actions reflected their unwavering faith. This commitment was not just about their survival, but about their destiny. It was a testament to their belief in the divine promise, a promise of a land flowing with milk and honey, a home for their generations to come. They understood that their conquest of the promised land was not just a physical journey, but a spiritual voyage. And so, under Joshua's leadership, they stepped into a new era, a promise fulfilled, a destiny embraced.